What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Joe, half of the duo 40 and Fresh, which I share the privilege with my lovely wife Jamel. Today, your boy got a problem. In 2014, I purchased this Yamaha natural sound audio video receiver model RX V675, and it is currently March 2017. This is giving me problems that I was not expecting, and of course it is just outside of its warranty. Well, for the most part, it's been a very good receiver. I run everything possible through it. I run the Xbox One through it. The PC runs through it. Previously, we had cable and satellite that ran through it. Well, we cut the cable some months ago, so everything that we watch on this television comes through our PC and the Xbox One. I did have turntable hooked up to it at one point, but that's in the other room, as you've seen through the other videos. Well, anyway, what's been happening with this one, initially about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I would switch from sources and I would not get anything. I would just get a snowed out screen. And I looked on YouTube and I saw some other people having the same problems. I did find out if you turn off the receiver and turn it back on, that it would cure the problem. The only thing I don't like about that is every time you turn this off, you're turning on and off the power amps, and that is going to create a problem eventually. I don't know that's why I'm experiencing the problem I'm experiencing now. Nonetheless, it's one that I would prefer to do without. And I want to show you what the amplifier or what the receiver is doing now that has caused me to have to replace it today. I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but there's a crackle as if there's like a record playing or something that shouldn't be in there. The display for the speaker layout keeps going in and out. And as it goes in and out, the sound goes in and out, but the audio is actually continuous. It's not being paused or anything. In the parking lot, pops a few shots and cops a new Jetta, Farvin, Nugent, by far his movements are Grand Theft Auto, pedal to the metal, engine full throttle, smoke clouds follow, empty building. Again, the sound just goes out sporadically. As you can see, the play bar is still going straight forward. Suburban, he's swerving all crazy. Asleep in a car seat, a little urban baby, maybe 3 or 4 months old. I'm not gonna front. Maybe that lady y'all call Nicole shouldn't have went to work, and maybe her mama should have went to church. Like now they both praying, saying, Jesus, give us in your blood, mud on the windshield. And as you can hear and somewhat see, that's a problem because it creates a problem. You can't hear anything continuously. It's going in and out. You can't predict it. I've done everything I could trying to adjust something to make a difference for it. It's not reverse polarity with the speakers. It's not a bad cord. I've tried all of this and none of that has seemed to rectify it. It is just the receiver going bad. So, like I said before, let me show you what I replaced it with. Before I get into what's replacing the Yamaha, I actually want to show you what the Yamaha replaced. It's this unit right here. You might have caught a glimpse of it when I was doing the reviews on the Serwin Vegas or the Epos. But anyway, it is the Sony STR DG500 audio video receiver. It's 5.1. I purchased it in 2002 and I used it all the way up until 2014 when I replaced it with the Yamaha. And the only reason, well, there's two reasons that I replaced this. It was because I was upgrading my speakers to some front speakers that would be about 4 ohms, and this receiver doesn't drop down to 4 ohms. So that was one of the reasons I got the Yamaha. The other one was this only has component and RCA outputs and the composite outputs. So I couldn't use any HDMI to hook anything up. Well, this ran well again from 2002 to 2014 with zero problems. The warranty's been gone on it and no problems, unlike the Yamaha, which I've had, you know, again, for the short period of time that I did, and the warranty's gone. And so that is why I'm doing this video, to show you what I'm replacing it with. This I only use right now, currently the Sony here, I only use that as an analog source to play records on, and every now and then I may hook a phone up and listen to something from Spotify on it, and of course that's digital. But anyway, let's get into what I'm replacing it with. I use these to put on my wires just to know which ones are which, so I don't mix them up when I hook them up to the next one. There's other ways you can do it. Some people use bread ties or those little clamps that come on the bread ties and things like that and write their name on them. I just have these that I've had for a little while, and I snap them on when I switch from receiver to receiver, or when I have to change things in the room that I'm in and everything. And it's just basically where each one goes, hooked up to the back of it. So that's what I'm gonna do now, is unhook this and put these on, so when I hook them back up, it'll be straight. But this time I'm going to put the banana clips on that you just saw in the previous video. Okay, as you can see, I have put all the banana clips on, and I have to put them in the corresponding jacks, inputs, or whatever. Never ever have your unit plugged in while you're adding speakers, taking speakers away, or whatever you're doing, whether it's the first time or the 45th time. You don't want to do that, because the impedance of the speakers can cause the amp to blow the speaker, or vice versa, can cause the actual amps in here to burn out themselves by just plugging them in just from that surge. So you don't want to do that. If you didn't know before now, these are very simple. All you have to do is take these and actually push them into these, you know, the red and the black, whichever ones it match, like such. And it's really, really simple to do. And to me, it's a lot easier than doing that little twist down thing that you have to do in very little space, especially after you start to get them going. All right, next time you see it, we'll be up and running. Okay, so I've got everything hooked up, and pretty simple. If you've ever hooked up any of these before, they basically all have the same setups and all that. This one isn't as nice or as luxurious, if that's the phrase to use, I don't know. The interface, the on-screen display for setting up channels and all of that, just like all of these receivers that come with a little microphone where you can calibrate speaker distance, tone, and all of that. I did all that already and all things, and I like it. It's pretty simple. It's nothing extravagant. It doesn't have any Wi-Fi features to it, any Bluetooth, anything like that. But I have, you know, it's not a must. I have other ways of getting that sound from a wireless source through my speakers. Well, let's power it up. And of course, through this mic here, you won't be able to hear what I hear in the room, and that's with any video. But again, it does have the on-screen display for you to make it easier to view. You don't have to view it on the LCD right there, where you can go in and change your effects and settings and whatever you want to do in your home screen. In the settings, just give you a quick look at what it looks like. You got the easy setup. That's where you would hook the mic up and calibrate it. Your speaker settings, you want to go in if you wanted to change what speaker pattern you have, if you're 3.2, 2.0, 3.0, whichever one that you've got it set up for. You can do it manually. You could do the auto calibration yourself, different things like that. It really only has 3 settings. There's a full flat, trying to give you a neutral sound to some degree. They have what's called engineer, and you can see at the bottom of the screen it says frequency of speakers match Sony listening room standard. That's what I have it set at. It has front reference speakers, which I do have. However, I do like the engineer sound much better than the front reference setting. Well, anyway, those are basically the only things that you can really view here, like talking about it. The Yamaha had a ton of other things that you could view, which was cool. You actually got to see the display of the speakers set up and all of that, and you can add, large, small, which you can do on this one, but it's just not as appeasing to the eye, I guess. But anyway, let's play something real quick from it, and go from there. I don't have the sound on right now. Let me unmute that.
Let me tell you about this song about Billy Joel. Growing up in Virginia, water country was brand new, so my uncle came down. He was gonna take all of us to water country, and I was trying to show him the way to get there, because we knew how to get there. So we got lost, and we'll play the entire.
And for whatever reason, that won't mute.
And it's frustrating.
Okay, that's muted now. But anyway, I would play some music or something on it, but of course that's a copyright issue right there, and I've got other videos that I can do some copyright, have some copyright problems. I'm not particularly looking for it on this one. But that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe. I definitely appreciate it, me and my wife. And, God bless you and your family. Have a great day, week, month, whatever it is.